Hey, it's me. A video brought to you by yours truly. Another college project. By the way, where I'm from, college is a private school. It's considered pay for your entry. I never got any scholarships or bursaries. I take loans. And I've received grants. Where I come from, if you do not succeed, if you do not pass, you must repay all grants. Okay? The project is for video games, theory, what's the course called? Video game theory. Hogwarts Legacy was the game I chose for my final project, major weight heavy assignment. Worth about 20% of the grade, so. The first one I managed to score about a 55%. That was not a Hogwarts Legacy at all, by the way. So hopefully for the final, Hogwarts Legacy scores me a little bit over 55%. I mean, come on, right? Let's see how haven't received my grades yet for this one. Anyways, moving on from me. This is the table of contents. Again, I want to reiterate I want to state that I'm a person who likes sharing their ideas. In Canada, I mean, at least where I was from, we had I went to public school theory college. That's funny. It's like, show your work. So, I don't think I have to read everybody the table of contents. Just kind of flip over this one. I can read this one, that's cool. About Hogwarts Legacy. I'm going to read from the screen, not my cell phone, just for everybody's knowledge ahead of time. Okay. Hogwarts Legacy was officially launched on February 10th in the year 2003. The address here of the quote is put there, if you can see it. I don't have to read that part, I'm not sure. The game takes place in the late 1800s, where you play as a new student figuring out ancient magic while trying to stop a goblin rebellion. Thank you for the Hogwarts Legacy walkthrough team for that one. 2023, it was a wild year, guys. I was there. Fans had been left nothing in terms of content from the universe's creator, J.K. Rowling. So we're talking back in like 2023. It's 2025 right now, just for further reference. Okay, that wasn't part of it. I'm also speaking the release of this game offered Harry Potter and Wizard fans alike an opportunity to rejoice, as a void in the area had been spectacularly filled finally. Even content from the less popular franchise's spin-off, Fantastic Beasts, made it into the explorable content within this game, so consumers know they were getting a decent amount for their investment. It offers character creation like many other RPGs with open worlds, and allows players to pick one of four school factions, like the Harry Potter series, where he famously wears the hat. Players can pick to choose if the hat picks one they do not like. Oh, spoiler. Major spoiler. The game is a new addition to the catalog of already established open world RPGs, and these kinds of games are the best for pure play because they are so immersive. That was my thesis there. I hope it didn't seem a little bit too last minute. Last minute edition. Never before had this seems like last minute edition. Hogwarts castles and its surrounding areas been able to be explored like. Just notice that error there. The ability to drive wasn't there. I wouldn't have. Okay, to travel using a broom and fight. Okay, I was reading from my phone that time. Fight enemies with wands in an open world. This game had well deserved its award of most bought game of the year. Well, that's my opinion. I mean, a lot of opinion. If it was like a democracy, they voted for that. Well, people bought it, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay, the different differentiators. What are the different versions of the game? I'm competing. What's better, my iPhone's camera and screen versus my $150 Chinese monitor. It's pretty beautiful too. Let me say, this iPhone cost me $1,000, same currency. A secondhand, same supplier actually. Amazon for both versions of the same game. 3 versions of the same game. I don't think I have to explain this part, but there was a photo attached. Let me see if I can. No, the photo's not displaying here, guys. Unfortunately, can't get you that photo there. Over a decade's hiatus in console releases. So let me expand on what hiatus and the writer. Okay, although the Harry Potter franchise had made its universe creator richer than the Queen of England at the time, she had not been able to release a game for the guy. It was a big deal when I was younger. Anyways, console fans since the early 2010s. There was a time when the Queen was still very much more wealthy than J.K. Rowling was considered homeless. Like, she kept investing. Anyways, but that, like, it was her relentlessness that got her there. Anyways, like, she wouldn't give up. At the time, nobody believed in her. She believed in herself. At the same time, now I'm playing her video games, So at the same time, hype over the franchise was dropping off as the books had been finished since 2007, and the movies since 2011. I hope this reference is correct. Although there was a Broadway show in the form of stage acting that I actually gone and seen, released in 2016. It was not going to bring in as much attention as a video game could for the franchise. With bad reviews for the spin-off series Fantastic Beasts, the release of Hogwarts Legacy meant fans would actually be able to enjoy the franchise once again. Enough said, dogs started barking. Harry Potter came out at a time where a lot of people were very young still, and all. So it was one of the biggest things back then, and so being a fan of the franchise was great. This dog is really annoying. When the movies stopped coming out, fans had nothing to look forward to, and Hogwarts Legacy had really filled that hole for the fan base. According to publisher Warner Bros. Games, it's now the company's largest game of all time, and recently passed 15 million copies sold, amassing around $1 billion in sales. Excuse me. The game is having a lot of rumors surrounding a post-launch DLC in the form of more story content or of more recent rumors of Hogwarts Legacy number 2. Whatever the developers decide to do, it is almost sure to be a hit, as the game has an award to show that this new niche in the open world RPGs in the form of a wizard who flies on a broom to get around and fights using spells from a wand has proved very popular with me and people all around the world. Like, it is similar to games like Grand Theft Auto in terms of the open world universe, third person take. For those who love the world of wizards, magic in general, this is a very nice addition to what we got in the sphere up to this day. A new storyline. This is the next slide, next scene. A new storyline that stays true to the lore of the books. The game takes place, as mentioned before, in the 1800s, so this would mean that it is quite some time before the events of Harry Potter. That's the name of the, So we see some familiar things, like the school Hogwarts, where the game takes place, and the sorting hat that designates a house to each student. With the new technology developers have available, the graphics are mimicking real life and does do a good job of that. You get the chance to play as a 5th-year student who is new to Hogwarts, and the game has a skill tree system where every time you level up, you can spend a point in this skill tree, making life easier for you in the wizarding world. There are several classes. Oh, this is one. This is number one's gonna be hard to top in somebody's heart. That players get to attend when they learn about the various mechanics of the game. For example, the herbology class teaches about the different plants in the game and their different applications. Immersion is great for this, as the campaign progresses as it would a regular student attending Hogwarts, like Ron or Harry, for example, is that ever in there? What is the appeal of Hogwarts Legacy? Well, I've written a paragraph here. What is the appeal? And there's a quote in the center there. You can see it's highlighted. Yeah. Well, I'll read it just to give this guy some. A lot of people have been waiting for an open world game where the playable character is a wizard, and it is just that simple. The only thing that is really lacking now is online compatibility. Players are given all these fun mechanics to play with, like the ability to choose what spells they want to quick slot, or like what they want to quick slot it is what I wrote, and right trigger to fire bolts endlessly, or even the ability to upgrade gear. However, all that being said, the majority of consumers will not be interested in acquiring all this skill in a single player game. Sure, huge fans of the franchise that want to jump into the Hogwarts universe and learn about what is going on in the 1800s now have that chance, but that doesn't mean that everyone is looking for a single player open world RPG. If it was able to offer some type of online similar to the aforementioned GTA series, this game would for sure have a lot more of a fan base than it does now. More of a fan base that it does now is why I wrote it so colorfully. While it's a huge game, there are many coveted features missing at the moment. Full stop. Puts the person who wrote that. Who knows what will come in the future, though? So, is there a Hogwarts Legacy multiplayer mode? Outside of the unofficial modding, you might be disappointed. And that's by Leanne 2023. So while many players are fine with the single player game being offered, the vast majority of people these days are looking for something that they can play with others. Unfortunately, for the time being, it seems like the Wizarding World will be a solo experience. The campaign being offered is still great. The graphics are still extremely modern, and defeating enemies still feels rewarding. The thing about one-player games is that it can start to feel isolating at times, especially when so many games offer online play and the world is in general is so interconnected. All that being said, those who are willing to purchase Hogwarts Legacy to play this game solely for its campaign and game mechanics will not be let down. Another slide I did here called different things for different people. But I think it's okay if you want to read this one on your own. Or should I go ahead and read it? May as well, since it's my work. My interpretation of what I've said there. I just zoom in there. For people who like stealth, this game offers a spell to turn themselves invisible. Just like what I'm going to do here, because these dogs are quite annoying. This, in turn, can help certain quests where players sneak past enemies and turn